Hey guys, welcome to another video. So today I filmed a purple lime green cut crease and I really like the way it came out. I kind of wanted to do this combination for a while now. So yeah, I think the only thing that I could have finessed and worked with more was the inner corners. But other than that, I really do like the way it came out. So if you want to see how I did it, then just keep watching. Okay, so I did one eye off camera just to kind of get an idea of what I want to do. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys in and we can do this eye. I'm going to go ahead and really quickly prime my eyelid. This is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer in the shade Fair 00. Now the first shade that I'm going to go in with is this really dark purple shade. And this is from the Juvia's Place, or the Magic by Juvia's Place. I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but that's what it's called. And it's a really deep, dark purple shade. So just on a really flat, or just on a packing brush, I'm going to stamp this into my crease area. I'm not blending it out just yet. I'm just stamping down the shade, the pigment. So before grabbing any other color, I'm going to take a really small blending brush and go over the edges just to kind of help the blending. Just to blend it out a bit more, I'm going to take a mixture of these two shades. This one looks pretty similar to the one that we just used, but it is a bit lighter. So I'm just going to mix these two shades together. These two are from the Morphe palette, by the way. And I'm going to kind of like stamp that along the edge and then blend it out. I am taking this all the way up to my brow bone, but you definitely don't have to. With those two shades down, I'm going to go back into the Morphe palette and pick up this super light lilac purple color, and I'm pretty much using the same brush for all of these colors, and I'm blending it like right under the brow bone. I'm also taking that lilac color and blending it right here in the inner corner area. Now just to deepen everything up again, I'm going back into the Juvia's Place eyeshadow and I'm running that back into the crease. So not to cut the crease, I'm going to be using the makeup remover method. Basically, I'll be taking a flat little brush like this. This is what I always use to cut my crease, with some makeup remover. I look crazy, but I'm going to have to zoom you guys in just a little bit because I have to get really close to my mirror. I'm just going to start off by cleaning this bottom part really quickly. I have a napkin on my lap just to clean in between going back and forth. Luckily my eyes aren't too sensitive, so I don't have an issue with doing this. Just make sure whatever you're using is actually like eye safe. I think this purple is going to stain my lid. Look at how pink it is. And on the same brush that we just used, I'm going to go in with my concealer now, and the only reason why I'm using this same brush is because this brush is literally perfect for cutting the crease because it's just so easy to like stamp it, and that's pretty much it. You don't have to work too hard to get a cut crease, which is why I'm just using the same brush. But by all means, if you have another brush that you like to use, you don't have to use the same brush. And especially if you're going to be going in with the color after you apply the concealer or whatever base you're using, I wouldn't put in too much just because then it's going to get really cakey and kind of like mushed together. Just as long as you have an area for a shadow to stick to if you're putting one down. And then at the edge I like to tap out with my fingers just to kind of blend them more a bit together. So now for the green shadow, we're going to go into the Take Me Back to Brazil palette by BH Cosmetics. When I was doing this eye off camera, I went in with this one here, but it wasn't as acid green as I wanted it to be, so I did go over this one on top, but I think I'm going to go straight in with this one first. So this eye might look a bit different from this one, but that's okay. I'm not going anywhere anyway. Yeah, they look a bit different. This one looks a bit lighter than this one. So with my finger, I'm going to go in with the lighter green shade and kind of press on top. Okay, so yeah, the green is a bit different, but that's perfectly fine. It's nothing too like serious. So I'm going to go in with the dark purple from Juvia's Place and start trying to blend this edge out here. Just to deepen it up a tiny bit, I'm going to take a bit of black shadow. Any black shadow would do. And I'm going to go right into the outer crease. I'm going to go ahead and do a wing off camera and then I'll be right back. Okay, so to be honest, I have never been so disappointed with my wing eyeliner before in my life. They're really bad. So what I did, just to kind of like mask it a bit more, I just got some black eyeshadow and I kind of like tapped it right on top where like the eyeliner and eyeshadow met, and I just kind of like packed it on top so that way it kind of like blends in together. And yeah, so for a brow bone highlight, I'm going to go in with the Lime Crime Angels highlight palette and take this shade here called Celestial, and just on a really small pencil brush I'm going to run that along under my brow bone. Okay, so I went ahead and applied lashes and also concealed my under eyes. If you've seen my last video, then you know why I do this. But we are going to go in with the same dark purple shade that we used. And I think I'm going to do something a bit different than normal. I'm going to kind of do a new underline. Did I say that right? I don't know. I'm going to zoom you in so that way you can kind of see what I mean. Okay, so I got really distracted with watching Sailor Moon while doing this, so just really quickly, I'm just running the purple shadows under my lash line, and then also with the white concealer popping it into the inner corner, and then again popping the green over that. Yeah, so okay, bye now. Okay, so pretty much everything is done now. I just need my lips. So I was looking to see if I had a dark purple shade, but either I just can't find it or I don't have one. I could have sworn I had one in the Wet n Wild liquid lipsticks, but like I said, I don't know if maybe I just can't find it or maybe I don't have one. And then I was going to try to use this shade. It's Anastasia in Sad Girl, but I don't know. This is the Wet n Wild one, and this is the Anastasia one. I just don't know. I just don't think that these are going to match. They're like not the purple that I'm looking for. So I'm going to use a black liquid lipstick instead. Because why not? So recently I have just been like doing a couple strokes of liquid lipstick and then rubbing it in with my finger. But because this is a black shade, I'm going to try to get the edge as smooth as possible. And this is the shade Black Velvet from Lime Crime, in case you're wondering. Alright guys, well that is it for this look. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And also follow me on Instagram just in case you want to see more photos or up-close photos of this look that I just did. And also sometimes I do looks on there that I don't film just in case you ever want to, you know, see me more often than you do already. But yeah, that is it for this video. Thank you for watching again, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!